quite disappointed, but yeah, the bans now. Yuzong to deny Luke off of that option. A safe one at that, at the XP lane, and the Valentina respected by Geek Fam. The Paquito will be ruled out as they have picked themselves up that export.
It's a Paquito ban too from Aura. Trying to take that away from Mr. Luke.
Sir Luke.
He's only played it once this season. That was the last game, and unfortunately it is 0% win rate right now for Luke. The Valentina ban. I would expect Claude, or I would expect Geek Fam to actually try to target down some of Aura's Kabuki's gold lane picks, like the Claude or the carry. Maybe they'll do it last, but no, they're actually just focusing Yehezkiel down. They're not convinced that this Angela could be flexed. They think it's just Yaoi.
I think they're also forcing this Angela to be mid by limiting the mid laner's hero as well, right? That's an angle.
They could go Lilia though still.
Also Lilia, but let's see here. What is going to be picked for Aura?
I mean, so far, I have casted in MPL Indonesia Season 13. Every time I saw Angela mid, it always loses. It doesn't really have that exact pressure exerted, especially when you're up against a Faramis.
Yeah.
I feel like the Angela does not really have that agency to win the lane. So I'd expect a boy, or rather Yehezkiel, I'm sorry, to pick something else up. But if it does go the way of Angela mid, you know, I feel like it still kind of works, but they will get their hands on the Claude before. And Kabuki with the Claude, still his win condition.
Yeah, his win condition plus an Angela, right? The Claude itself is already really good for Kabuki. Now with the help of the Angela, it's going to propel him even further as this Claude carry. And honestly, with the Claude, yeah, I would say the Claude is one of the heroes that can actually make the Angela mid work because of his crazy damage. As long as you play around Xborg and Claude, you should be good. It's a very tanky lineup already. They can dive together. And Xborg and Claude does damage together. Benedetta though, dude, and Florin. Oh my goodness.
What about the Cho here for Yaoi?
The Cho for Yaoi,
possibly.
Yeah, against the Brody too. It's up against the Faramis though, something that could save these pickoffs.
Yes.
From Yaoi for Geek Fam, but it's Yaoi here.
He knows his ways.
To put it into reference, Onyx M4 played with Faramis and Leslie, and CW just couldn't walk out, man. He got kicked 24/7. They could still go for more magic damage here. They could go for Lilia, but yes, they could very easily go for even Grok. Atlas. I don't know about that. The Atlas could work if they really clump up, but the Grok is instant also. They can capitalize on the Grok really well.
But I feel like without the Lilia or the magic damage, you know, Angela mid would not give that sufficient magic damage, but the Grok will come through. So, a rather more physical approach from Aura Esports. The Grok, you know, has been one of the favorites for Yaoi. We talked about how it will be contested by Baloyski and Yaoi both, but now it goes to the hands of Yaoi. An all-round draft, I think, from both sides, but the save and the prolonged team fights will be there in the hands of Geek Fam. And back we go with the rock and roll from the All-Stars Rave. Now, the draft index for both teams.
Let's see. With the Florin, the lineup rating is going to Geek. But the lineup ratings, by the way, since yesterday, have been too accurate. Actually, has been accurately predicting wrong. So, based on the lineup ratings, it seems Aura have the stronger composition. I would have to say so too, man. As long as this Claude doesn't fall behind, as long as Geek are not able to create the snowball with the Brody, Aura can just hold it down, weather the storm, and take control.
Angela mid and a Florin pick. Will this be a 2-0? Or will the Geek Fam squad be able to push us through a game number 3? Geek Fam and Aura Esports back on resume.
Let's see who will find game 2. Will it be Geek equalizing, forcing a game 2, or will it be Aura finding the clean sweep, ladies and gentlemen?
Gogun back in the utility department. So this could, you know, we won't see him exert those flashy playstyles like he did with the Nolan. But I feel like that's where he excels. In the objective team fight, oh yeah, Yehezkiel. He's just trying to melt down a boy in that altercation.
Yeah, taking a look at the emblems here, it is Luke actually with the lethal ignition, so he wants to go for full damage. Gugun, whoa! That's
Invasive
And he
move
wins.
again. Oh, Gugun finding the
Gets
right
it.
Yeskill in the top side will find the first blood. Gugun now receiving damage, looking for an escape, and he will. And that's another early first blood for Aura.
Crazy fast clear, man. Aura have just been utilizing these fast clears every single game. Gugun on the box shell will clear much faster than the Fredrin. And we saw it just utilized completely by Aura. The fact that Yaoi again was able to delay Hazel for a bit on the orange buff. And Gugun just winning the red tree battle.
He wins it. He wins it off and on the Lord or Turtle, even on the buffs. So Gugun already trying to exert even more pressure. Of course, Aura again getting that first blood. Again, it's Beloyski that has to fall. Kabuki. So gonna be safe. And I think now, for the side of Aura, they will, play a much more physical-centric type of game with Yehaskiel being the supplementary support in this type of situation.
Yeah, weak side for Claude here, so Kabuki has to be very careful. Chidera has the Master Assassin, so this dive could be it could be done.
Okay.
Hard guard.
Okay, hard guard and a blazing red invested. Yaoi missed on that wild charge though. And that is the saving grace. Geek fam will not lose a member.
Yikes. The wild charge was there to punish, but it just did not connect. And they lost one potential kill towards Chidera. I mean, the Brody could still survive, especially on how much of a lane bully it is. So I think Chidera won't really have that much of a problem. But again, Kabuki will have Yehaskiel on his wings.
Sure. I don't know if it's just me, but it just feels like Aran and Luke traded places, right? It's Luke on the Benedetta and the Paquito in this match. And Aran's on the X-Borg and the Barats. It just feels like they swapped their playstyles completely here. But yeah, I feel like Yaoi here right now, very, very, very annoying. 3 annoying here. Yeah, oh my god.
Oh, final blow. Defensive one. Aran under the turret, and Luke will find the clear, but no, that's insanity. Will secure the kill first. Now, moving on towards the top side of the map, it is actually Kabuki now who is trying to defend under the turret with the help of Angela, but Kabuki will fall here by Hazel, no, by Chidera, and it is actually Yehaskiel here now trying to survive. Flicker charge onto Ursu, but there is not enough damage to take any members of Geek Fam down as Yehaskiel flickers out and he survives.
They spent 4 members trying to dive down towards Kabuki. Thankfully, they had that another realm to back them up in the dive. Kabuki, of course, was trying to be saved by Yehaskiel with the hard guard, but it just wasn't enough.
And that's well played. Against a Brody, that's what you need to do. You need to stop the Brody at all costs from taking turrets. That's how the Brody can really start to get online around the map. Once he gets one turret, he lane swaps over to the other side and gets more turrets to snowball even harder. So the fact that they delayed that turret take up top, I think Geek Fam might have to just go for turtles now, and it does seem like that's what they're trying to do. Game fact though, Florin was last used in MPLID Season 12 Grand Finals by Onyx when facing Geek, but they didn't manage to secure the victory. Florin hasn't done too well in MPLs.
See your final blow already popped. Turtle reset it. Hazel now receiving damage, but the wild charge will lock Hazel down and will take him down by Good. Luke now looking for Yaoi, petrified invested. Yaoi looking for an escape under the turret, but it seems like Luke will be able to find the outplay.
Yaoi! 200 IQ. Luke was chasing him like a dog chasing the bone. But Yaoi was so sly in that little pickoff. And he's able to kill Luke in the process.
Holy.
That was crazy.
That was crazier than crazy. Yaoi, solo kill versus Luke solo with the turret. That was incredibly well played, man. Stellar mechanics, good spacing, good sidesteps away from the eye for an eye and a dash. And now I think it's apparent we don't see Luke a lot on the Benedetta. Maybe he's just not comfortable on it, man. Feels like it's just weird seeing him on this pick.
Why haven't we been able to see, his Lapu-Lapus? I mean, he was renowned for that, but Yehaskiel is in trouble.
Tonton flicker away. will have the space, but it seems like now Geek will not commit on towards the mid. Flicker wall charge on towards 2 the damage though. Will it be enough? Nether Realm committed by a boy. And let's see. Will it be the recovery? Geek fam, reinforcements coming. Luke looking for an escape. Blazing duet as well in the side of the Aura side. Chidera will be taken out. Aura looking for Luke, but it seems like Luke will is able to escape as Gugun makes sure that he will secure the kill.
Finally, a 5v5 ensuing. Yaoi is so aggressive with the Grok, with the wild charges and the flickers. They're able to insinuate the fight. And Aura again coming up on top. Geek fam again being left behind. It's like a deja vu from the first match.
Roadkill Luke, man. Gugun just drove him down. Oh my goodness.
Roadkill.
Oh, Aura are really feeling it here. The way that they've been playing the game, the tempo has been phenomenal. Every single time, never stopping the pace and really capitalizing on every single thing that Geek fam are doing raw. Every time they rotate a bit too prematurely, just with 2 members in the mid lane, overextending just a bit, it's always Aura with their mobility advantage again. Just like in game number 1, the fact that all of them had Wilderness Blessings, the fact that they were able to rotate around the map fast enough, gave them the advantage, and it's the same here. It does feel like Geek fam aren't able to really handle the pace of Aura. The fact that Aura right now are able to just control every single lane, no turrets taken by the way, despite it being a Benedetta. A guy that you would expect to be the one split pushing. Oh no, Luke.
Eye for an eye, final blow to escape, and there you go. See, Aura, they still haven't managed to take down the mid. Maybe, just maybe, that will be their next agenda.
I wonder what made Luke change his playstyle so, so much.
Maybe that's what the doctors ordered?
maybe the doctors ordered wrong, because, man, he was doing so well last week on the Lapu Lapus. Now he is getting outclassed by Aran. You play the Benedetta, the Paquito against Aran, the guy who mains these 2 heroes. He'll be able to pop off on you. He knows exactly the limits on these heroes. And right now, we'll take a look at the items, man. That War Axe, the Brute Force, and also this time Kabuki getting that item Power Spike. He should be able to hit it in the next few, well, just a minute, I think. 9th minute, he should be able to get that already. Meanwhile, for Chidera, he's quite far away from, well, he actually technically has the Power Spike, but again, because he is behind, he is further away from actually reaching the Power Spike.
And Luke hasn't been able to activate the side lanes. Yaoi again!
Flicker wall charge, another round committed. It's a 4v4 now with the hard guard in place. Let's see, a boy and Hazel in the front side of the map. But take a look at Gugun targeting Last Insanity with the help of Yesker will find Maloyski. Now Hazel looking to find the front line, being the front liner, finding the kill with the help of Chidera as well. Luke misses the skill, it seems like, and that is a 1-for-1.
Feels like it is a shadow of his former self. It's not the same Luke we have seen last week. I mean, looking back at the first game, he wasn't able to activate the side lanes as a Paquito, and now as a Benedetta, feels like he can't activate the side lanes, and his mechanics are not comfortable enough.
No, not at all. On the Paquito, and especially on the Benedetta, my god, that wall dash. The Phantom Slash to the wall too. And it wasn't even Yaoi's wall, it was a random wall in the Lanadon.
Let's see here, the Lord, though. Actually poked by Geek. Gugun in there with the retribution as well. Now, in the collapse, Kabuki with the blazing duet finding one. Will he be able to find two? Chidera falls as well. 2 members taken out as Kabuki secures the double. That's a 2 members taken out by Aura.
Gugun schools Hazel in that retribution fight. You want to win 50-50s, man? I'm the 50-50 king now. As Gugun secures that Lord Steal. And it's just going downhill for Geek fam.
And Hazel was the guy with 100% neutral objective control last week. Now Gugun is showing him what the Rookie of the Week, Week 1, Week 2 can do. He really wants that Rookie of the Week title back. Maybe even looking for Player of the Week the way that he is playing right now. These retries are so crazy for Gugun. Usually it's set up, etc. This time he's just driving by, retrying. My lord, this is a scary, scary team. Right now it looks incredible, and Geek fam are absolutely flabbergasted. Kabuki already with the Corrosion Scythe. He went for Wind of Nature first, not the Corrosion Scythe. That's why in the 9th minute he picked up the Wind of Nature and actually has helped them against Chidera so that he does not get bursted down. There is no kill threat for Geek fam against even Kabuki at this point with a hard guard and win.
Draft is not able to supplement them in the prolonged team fights. I mean, they have to, you know, basically 2 lives in the Nether Realm and Beloyski with a flask. This was the Florian with the healing, but Aura Esports is just able to, you know, stomp on them. 2 kills so far towards Geek fam's name. And Aura Esports just looking to ravage everything. Not even a silent activated, not even a tier 1 turret.
No.
Able to be conquered by Geek fam. So this is trouble for them. Feels like they're not being themselves.
They severely lack damage too on top of that, right? Let's talk about the damage first here because Luke has the Heptaseas and Sea Halberd. He's not going to get through any of these frontliners with those 2 items. Not yet, at least, until he gets the Melphic Roar. And a boy has been delegated down to just utility job. He has an NOD and an Enchanted Talisman. Nowhere near enough to go up against these tanky members who... Oh my, Gugun already has an Anti-Cuirass, Sky Guardian Helmet, and he's building towards an Athena Shield. So good luck dealing damage to these frontliners. Chidera, it's crazy. They're so behind when it comes to items. And again, the V recalls!
The spice.
Stop it! They're already dead! And a boy and Chidera and Luke following up in the feast. This is just a massacre. Geek fam having to lick their own wounds. It's like the same old scenario again as game 1. Feels like they're just waiting for their own demise to imminently happen.
Yeah.
Aura is just everywhere around their own faces.
Because that's what will happen when you give a lineup like this, a Baxia. It's basically full dive comp, right? Aside from Kabuki, who will be the damage dealer, who can also dive, by the way. It's a very multi-dimensional hero pick there with the Claude. Full items already with the Windtalker too. No boots. Oh, no, he actually does have boots. He didn't go for Melphic Roar. So full items with the boots. They have control everywhere. They have tempo everywhere. The Angela as well, split pushing in the side, forcing Geek fam to make these errors.
Think of the damage, man. Oh my lord. Even forcing Beloyski to pop the bloom just to save Luke's life before the Lord. Let's see though. Will it come up? Wow. Soon.
Kabuki packing a punch. He's just ready to step forward, getting
They're
those
recalling too.
kill.
They're having fun at this point, right?
Recall fun. I mean, it's the All-Star Rave. They have to be having fun.
True.
They have to. And so far, Aura Esports, specifically Gugun, has been very solid in the box. In hindsight, would the Joy be better, or you know, you're fine with the box, Angela?
If they play like this, I don't think it does. I don't think it matters that much. You know, both. I think the Joy, they could have definitely made it work, maybe even more. Looking at how the game is being played right now. But they're going to crash the base turret and take it down without the Enhanced Lord.
Wow. Let's see here. Gugun versus Hazel. First game, 0 Turtle, 0 Lords for Hazel. Second game, likewise. Luke now receives damage. Top lane turret will be taken out next mid. And Aura has not yet pulled the trigger, looking for that opening, and Yaoi finds a flicker while charged. Nether Realm triggered as well. Last Insanity, everything in the kitchen sink. Brody, though, will find Yaoi, and perhaps that will be enough. Aura looking for the hills now. It's a 5v4, and Geek, they lost all of their turrets, but they find 1.
Still an even trade, I think, for Aura. They're able to crack the base wide open. It's just a matter of the finishing touches and how they're going to try to close out the game.
Not even at all, definitely. I would say it's a massive win still for Aura. They lost their rover for 3 base turrets. Man, I think any team will take that trade any day of the week. If they are given that trade, they'll be very, very happy. Ecstatic, even. Oh, man. Fleeting time already. At this point, I'm just waiting for the Holy Crystal for Yehezkiel. It snowballed so much on... It does seem like, yeah, Kabuki is Soulless Boots, Melphic Roar, there it is. In case you think that the Claude hasn't been doing too much damage, here's a bit more. Onto the frontliners now, the Anti-Cuirass, the Blade Armor for Hazel. Yeah, no, that's not gonna help. The Dominance Ice, only 1. I only spotted 1 Dominance Ice, and it's on the Grok. So, okay, there's Yehezkiel with the NOD, that's why. So they already have 2. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the other side. Glass Cannon build for Chidera, actually, with the Melphic Roar, Sea Halberd, DHS, and the Heptaseas, so he doesn't go for Wind of Nature. Not even Rose Gold Meteor, so right now, no defensive items for Chidera. At this point, I'll have to say, that's probably the best build for him, the Glass Cannon. Go big or go home. Same thing in game 1, but This is the harsh reality when you are this far behind with no turrets. You will not even be able, for the most part, to enter your own jungle. Yaoi is there, the rock.
The rock. And he has been a very solid rock at that. I mean, now, Geek fam naked without their turrets. The Lord, this time, in the eyes of Aura Esports, will Geek be able to turn the tides around? Hazel, though, engaging, and Yaoi as the victim.
Kabuki 1v1 against Luke.
Upside. Oh, he's okay. Both are okay. Now let's focus on the Lord pit, Lord area here. Yeah, Geek, they are waiting to react as Aura. They are taking their time here, no hurry.
They have slow pushes built up top, mid, bot, every single lane with these super minions already. So really Aura are in no rush. That's why they're constantly just pulling the Lord over to the reset point so that they can play around it a bit longer. Hazel's doing a good job at pulling it though. Geek will have to make a decision. At this point, they have to risk it. With the enhanced Lord taken, I'm not sure if they can defend.
Flicker, wall charge on towards one. But completely, they will not collapse. Oh, Feather Round committed already. Around loses his Viraga armor. Oh, take a look at the backside. Final blow committed. Yes, kill, finding one. Luke escapes. But now the damage. Chidera flickers. Good winner. But no, Chidera would secure the kill. Kabuki, the backside, will lose his mortality. Take a look. Is this a mistake? As Kabuki will be shut down by Chidera, who finds a double. Yaoi pops the conceal and Aura. This might be a blunder.
Light in the end of the tunnel, but Aran is back!
Last decided with the flicker as well! We'll find the shutdown onto Shadera. And it seems like they overstay in the mid as Luke will fall as well. And only a boy is left in the Land of Dawn.
Light was there, but it was dimmed down by Aura. Now they're looking for the last member of Geek fam. The crystal, and this is in their eyes.
Sin, a boy will not be able to hold on for long as Hazel now in the fray. But it seems like a Heskill will target the base, and the base will be collapsed. Will be taken now, and Aura Kalina sweeps Geek fam.
Geek fam falter. That was so scary for Aura Esports. That was so close to a blunder. But the light was never there, the hope was never there. Aura is able to close it out.